Welcome, Focus Seniors, to the Life After Focus Watch Party. Yes.
Woo!
Oh my goodness. We're going to have some fun. I'm your host, Cordia Bishop. I am the Career and Technical Education Director. And today we have some awesome people here that's going to give you some wonderful information. We have two segments on today. Our first segment will be our community and business partners. And then our second segment would be three former NFL football players who will give you some insight and rah-rah and some you can do it encouragement. So please stay tuned throughout the whole watch party because we will be giving away cash prizes. Have you ever heard the saying of show me the money? Show me the money. We will be giving that out today, but you got to stay tuned to this watch party. So at this time, we will have our first panelist who will begin with the presentation.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sergeant First Class Jay. I'm representing the United States Army Reserves. First off and foremost, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. This is probably one of those big steps that is the threshold between you and true adulthood and becoming financially independent. So again, congratulations. My hat's off to you and round of applause to you. I'm sorry that this hit for your year, but it is still your year regardless of the circumstances. I'm here, like I said, to represent the Army and what the Army can offer you. Now that you are a graduate, the Army is beckoning toward you to bring you into the fold and have you join our team of professionals. We offer various opportunities from all different career fields, from administrative to healthcare to engineering to combat arms to intelligence to legal and law enforcement. All these different opportunities are entry level and can be and all the training that we provide is afforded to you at no cost. Not only will we provide you this training, but that training does count toward college credits. So some of you who aren't ready to jump right into further academics, this might be a good avenue of approach for you. I myself just finished my bachelor's degree, so I'm kind of feeling your pain as far as not getting able to walk across the stage and celebrate my graduation. However, I had an unorthodox experience with college, whereas many of my peers that I graduated with went through an entire 4 years of school. I only had to take 16 classes because the Army afforded me 72 credits towards my bachelor's program. So when you're looking at an opportunity where you can get paid, you get fringe benefits like 30 days paid vacation a year, you get health, you get dental, cash bonuses up to $40,000, and you get college credit for the training you receive, for the training you choose to receive. I mean, what better option is there than that? How would you like to say that you got a bachelor's degree only taking 16 classes versus 40? So we are looking for people from all walks of life, talented, ambitious, driven people just like you who are ready to take the step. If you want to find out, our qualifications are very strict and our standards are very high. But reach out to your local recruiter. If you'd like to reach out to me individually, my number is 614-325-6179. Or Ms. Bishop is more than welcome to give you my contact information and share anything that we have to offer. That's my segment. Moving on to the next panelist.
Hi, everyone, and congratulations. My name is Brianna Sticker, and I am the MSW Outreach Programs Coordinator in the College of Social Work at The Ohio State University. First and foremost, just like my colleague before me, I just wanted to say congratulations to you all. This has been a major accomplishment and a huge achievement. It's been wonderful the past few years to walk through your classrooms and meet all of you, from our vision board parties to our FAFSA days. It's been great meeting all of you, and I'm so excited for the future that you have in store. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about OSU. OSU is ranked #1 among Ohio public colleges and universities. We offer over 200 majors ranging from nursing to healthcare to business to social work. I'm in the College of Social Work, and later in the presentation, you'll actually hear from one of our current students in the college. We also have world-renowned faculty, and you'll have the opportunity to network with both faculty, staff, and students. We also offer lots of career opportunities and job placement opportunities, and even study abroad opportunities for you. And most importantly, we have over 500,000 alumni, so you don't have to stay in Ohio. We actually have students all over the world. So there are certainly lots of opportunities for you to continue your education. And I just wanted to leave you with a positive inspiration to let you know that you are truly your ancestors' wildest dreams, and the best is yet to come for you. And congratulations and best wishes on your future endeavors.
Hello, congratulations. My name is Slyworthy Jr. I'm from Lorain, Ohio. I'm going to be a senior this fall at Ohio State. And like Brianna was saying, I am an honor student in the College of Social Work. I would first like to congratulate you guys for graduating. I'm a first generation college student. I know it means a lot to see other first gen students and people from different backgrounds graduate. I know this didn't end how you guys wanted it to. But just know that you guys were born to be great. That's something that I always remember, and that's something that keeps me going. And also, if nobody told you they love you today, I love you. And that basically during these times it's kind of hard, but just know all these difficult times, take something positive from it and really see what you could take it and use it for the future. And now it's time for the next panelist.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lauren Young. I am an enrollment specialist from Central State University. I'm also a proud alumni, and I graduated in 2002. Focus really holds a special place in my heart. I was once an enrollment specialist there, and I also was a director of community relations. So you guys, I want you all to succeed. I'm going to share a brief PowerPoint presentation with you to focus on some key points. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Let's see here. All right, so first slide here. All right, welcome to Marauder Land. As you see, Marauder Land presents some quick facts. We are founded in 1887. We are the only public HBCU in the state of Ohio. So, you want an HBCU, you got to come close. We also are the most affordable four-year degree program in the state of Ohio. So college is expensive. You want to try to save those dollars, definitely. One thing that I really feel that Focus students will appreciate is we are a suburban rural campus. We're small. We're only an hour away from Columbus. So it's not too far, but yet far enough that your parents probably won't come and visit all the time. So that's awesome. We have a wonderful career placement service, and I feel like that's very important in a college. So that way you have people that are helping you learn what you want to do when you grow up, right? They're going to put you in front of employers. They're going to make you look good on paper. So that it means having a great resume. I'm sure Miss Bishop is all making sure that's happening already, but we're going to continue that once you get to Central. We're that small, nurturing, family-like environment, just like at Focus. You're going to know your professor. You're going to know the people around me, and we want to help you. We want to embrace you with a big old hug, So it's a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio, so that is very important. It's not big classrooms if that's what you're interested in. We have that small family-like environment. We also were voted 2017 HBCU of the year, so that's awesome. So why choose CSU? We have 38 degree programs, and I'm going to go through these fast. The College of Business, we have the College of Education, we have College of Engineering, Science, Technology, and Agriculture. Ag is very big right now. We are an 1890 land grant institution. We have a lot of money to give to students that are interested in these areas right here. College of Humanities, Arts, and Social Sciences. All right, so jumping into Marauder Sports, we are a Division II school. So if you're interested in sports, you can come to us. We have the basketball program, track, cross country, football, tennis, and women's volleyball. Let's see, the experience at Central. So that's what I like to get into, that meat and potatoes of school. It's not all about classes all the time. You want to have fun at school. We have our Invincible Marching Marauders. We have our Grammy nominated choir. We also have the Divine Nine, if you're interested in those Greek organizations, the AKAs, the Alphas, the Qs, all of that, they're all on our campus. We have a plethora of student organizations. If you're interested in spiritual families, we have dancing teams. We have, what else? We have fitness fanatics. We have our pre-med team. There are a lot of things that you can get involved in, and that's what it's all about, getting engaged, getting involved, meeting new people. We have our student government, our royal court, Mr. and Mrs. CSU, homecoming at schools are awesome. You're going to have a great time. And then you're also able, once you're an upperclassman, to be a tour guide or a student ambassador. We're going to skip this video. All right, so admissions criteria, what you need to get into Central State. You want that 2.5 GPA, but if not, we will take you at a 2.2 GPA minimum. Our ACT and SAT are optional. All right, we have scholarship and grant opportunities, plenty of those opportunities. We want to make sure you talk to financial aid about that, and they will be able to make sure you are aware of all of our scholarship opportunities. All right, so we also offer our freshman merit scholarship, and that's just to say good job on having a good GPA. So starting at 2.7, 1,000, all the way up to a 4.0 to 4,000, and that will be added onto your award package for your tuition. These are some of the scholarships that I said we offer. Choose Ohio First, both STEM Ag Scholarship for those ag majors. And then we also have our Choose Ohio First computer program, science programs of intervention for our computer science majors. That's our ag scholarship. And this is just a little bit about being our 1890 land grant school. We have a partnership with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So like I was saying before, it provides full scholarships. You won't owe any money after this. All right, so how do you apply? You're simply going to go to centralstate.edu, click apply now, and follow the prompts to fill out that application. You'll send your transcripts. I tell students, send it to me. Send it directly to my email. But if not, you want to send it through Parchment or Naviance. So once you're accepted, what do you do now? And it's 5 easy steps. You're going to submit that confirmation fee to secure your spot as a student. You're going to complete your FAFSA. You're going to log into my CSU students. Check your emails. It's important. You are adults now. Check your emails. Complete your housing application and submit your health records. And then you want to submit a health insurance waiver to make sure that you're saving money once again if you don't need it. So that's my presentation. And I hope that I see of you at Central State University. If you have any questions, I'll provide all of my contact information. I love you guys. Keep looking forward. Keep persevering. You can do it. All right, thanks.
All right, everyone. Hi there. My name is Carly Baird, and I am a career facilitator from Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development. Thank you so much for spending a little time researching what's next. You know, you're choosing to be on this session today, and that is a great step for you, choosing to find out what resources are out there for you, choosing to find out what options are available to you. And besides congratulations, I want to say, take advantage of any resources out there. That is my word of wisdom that I have for you seniors. There are so many people out there that want to help you. There are so many people that have a soft spot in their heart for you, for your class, for students like you. Take advantage of anyone who wants to support. That's my word of wisdom before I get into what we do here at Goodwill Columbus. But really, as you can see, this is just a handful of people on this screen here who would give out their personal phone numbers and emails to you, it sounds like, in order to help you on your journey. So really, please take advantage of the support. A wise person leans on the support and doesn't try to go it alone. So that is my word of wisdom for you today. So like I said, I am from Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development. There are a lot of awesome options for what you want to do after high school. And we are a great stepping stone to get you in a right direction in a career. I have a short presentation for you just to tell you a little bit about what we do, because I'm not dumb. I know that people think of Goodwill Columbus and they think retail stores, but that's okay. We do more than that. So I just want to share a couple pieces of info with you guys to let you know what you can get into with Goodwill Columbus. So get this going here. All right, so what is Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development? Essentially what we offer career consulting, certification, upskill training, job placement services, resume consulting, interview help, job search assistance. We offer anything to do with work readiness and getting you into your next job, getting you into your next best job. And the coolest thing about all of this, you guys, is we're a nonprofit that's funded strictly by grants. So all of this is free to you, especially being a Focus graduate. We have a special relationship with Focus and Goodwill Columbus. So you guys have a lot of different training that is available to you. So we do all of these things. It might be a great summer step before you get in. If you're looking for a summer job before you go to college, for instance, we're here to help you get a job, update your resume, work on interview skills, and help you find that next job. We've got a bunch of employer partners that we work with. And so we're sometimes the first to know when employers are hiring. Here are some of the certifications options. Like I said, free training is possible when you come and start working with Goodwill Columbus Workforce Development. For instance, Microsoft Office specialists, if you want to get good at Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, things like that. Again, these are all free trainings, you guys. The IT training, the CompTIA A+, and Google IT Support Professional, those are very popular trainings. That are funded, all grant funded as well. We also have front office administrative assistant and medical billing and coding, if that's something that you're interested in getting into, STNA, and also hospitality and lodging. So I don't want to go into details about all these trainings, but I've got my my cell phone on the last slide here. You guys feel free to reach out to me, and Miss Bishop, I'm sure, will share it with you as well. But these trainings last, and they range from anywhere from a week to 6 months, depending on what training you're going into, depending on how fast. A lot of these are self-paced online trainings. So this is a great time to upskill yourself. This is a great time to upgrade, level up, if you will, with a little bit of training, a little bit of education, and why not get it for free? So here's a variety, like I said, a list of some of the trainings that we do offer. And how do you get started? You can reach out, you can call or text. This is my number here, 614-230-1289. Please reach out, send me a call or a text and say, hey, I'm a Focus graduate. I want to learn more, and we'll fast track you and give you priority to get into some of these programs as soon as possible. You can also send an email to wfd@gwcols.com, and we'll make sure that you get this as well. But reach out to us and say, hey, I'm a Focus graduate. I'm ready to get started. Can you help me get a job? Can you help me get some training? I want to go into computer science. Can I do some training over the summer? Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, these are all free programs for you. Look forward to talking to you guys. I can't wait to see you take me up on my offer. Reach out, support, use this support that this awesome panel of people is offering you today. So again, my name's Carly with Workforce Development at Goodwill Columbus, and thank you so much for the time today, and on to the next panelist.
Hi, my name is Sean Least. I am a Chief Operations Manager at the Gudenkopf Corporation. We are a skilled trade company, a telecommunications utility contractor. We basically build the hardware for the internet. We're broken into 3 different divisions. There's an outside plant division, a fiber splicing division, and a systems division. The outside plant is 100% outside work. You build conduits, pole line construction, the guys you see up in bucket trucks, the guys you see next to the roads. We pull in millions of feet of fiber a year. The fusion splicing division connects that fiber. It gives a physical connection from a building back to an AT&T or on a campus in between different buildings. Systems is kind of like being an electrician, but you're inside and you're doing voice and data cabling, fiber optics within the building, Wi-Fi, in-building cellular networks. All these divisions have entry-level opportunities. We do require pre-employment drug screen and background checks and driving record checks, and you must be 18 years to apply. You can apply at our website It's gudenkauf.com, gudenkauf.com. You click on the careers and fill out the career form submission. You can always email me directly. I do not mind if Ms. Bishop shares my information. My biggest advice for you guys is attitude and effort. Show up for work, be on time, and you will do just fine. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Alicia Hardy-Koff. I'm the Director of Admissions here at Daymar College. I think I've met several of you over the course of the last year or two during FAFSA workshops, and things like that. But the thing I want to introduce you to today, now that you're graduates, is the opportunities that Daymar College has to offer. So why would you choose Daymar College? You choose Daymar College when you want something that's short, when you want something that's career focused, and you want something that's in demand. Short, within 12 to 18 months, you can have the training you need to get started in a career that you will enjoy so that you can have the life that you want to live. Okay, career focused means that the college classes that you take here at Daymar are hands-on, they're small, and they support you in having the skills you need to walk straight into a career as soon as you graduate. So, in demand, the last thing that you need to hear about Daymar College is that the courses we offer, before we offer a program, open a campus, or anything like that, we are looking at what the community needs in that particular area. We have 8 different schools operating around the country, and what we do is we get you trained up within that 12 to 18 months so you can get yourself to work, so you can get going in a career. Our careers are from healthcare, healthcare support, hands-on training for business, and other technical careers. So, during this COVID crisis that we've gone through, our students are still in demand. Our students are still getting opportunities. Our students are still being reached out to send out their resumes and start doing, employment opportunities. So I want to make sure you understand why Daymar is a great choice for you in that way. As far as words of wisdom, I want to make sure that you understand that right now things are a little crazy. As everyone's already alluded to, you had the chance to graduate for the first time in this country's history without a graduation party. But the thing is, you are a solution to a problem. And so the best way to solve a problem a lot of times is to stop participating in the problem. So right now I'm going to give you some resources so that you can start participating in solutions for your future. So if you're interested in a Daymar program, the best thing you can do to have a solution is to call us. The number is 614-643-6682. Let me say it again. 614-643-6682. You'll have a whole team of admissions representative all hungry to talk to you. Some of them you've met if you've toured here before. The next thing I want you to know is go to daymarcollege.edu. From there, you can start browsing and looking at what programs there are to offer for you to get started on your career path. The reason I have you do it this way is because our process, we like to assume it because the main thing we want to do is talk with you. We want to get to know what you're interested in, what the fast track to your career needs to look like, and we'll set those opportunities up with you individually. So as far as being qualified, the main thing you need to do, you just did, you graduated. So congratulations on that. The next steps, as far as any assessments you need for a particular career track, we'll talk through those with you. And as far as financial aid goes, we have representatives who will work one-on-one with you and your families to help you get the financial aid support that you need to be able to empower yourself to get the career that you're ready to have. So on that note, I'm going to leave the number one more time. My computer's lagging, otherwise I would have shared my screen as well, but I didn't want it to freeze up on us. So 614-643-6682, that's daymarcollege.edu. Give us a holler. I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Heather Wade, Program Manager with Ecker Connects Workforce Development. Congratulations, graduates. We are delighted to be a partner of Focus and to share with you opportunities available through our organization. With funding provided by the Franklin County Department of Jobs and Family Services and the Workforce Development Board of Central Ohio, we provide career services for youth through AMP, Achieve More and Prosper. AMP is a comprehensive case management and employment program that provides career pathway and supportive services for young adults to obtain employment and industry recognized certifications. We provide access to 14 core services that include paid work experiences or internships, occupational skills training, emergency assistance, or what we call supportive services that can pay for replacement IDs and birth certificates, fuel cards, school supplies, childcare, and uniforms for work, just to name a few. We can provide access to entrepreneurial skills training that can help you start your own business. We can connect you with partners that will even prepare you for your transition into college. Our goal, again, is to connect you with an abundant variety of services and programs with our own professional network and professionals that have been vetted and approved by our funders. Once enrolled, each participant is assigned a personal AMP career coach. They are your primary point of contact, and though this is a formal description of their role, it is their mission to address barriers that you've identified are problems getting in the way of you achieving your career goals. The workforce development specialist will serve as your personal advocate for employment in your preferred career path. They will help you identify employment, explore career interests, help you prepare for interviews, and provide personal and professional leadership development. So how does it work? Our team is your personal advocate and life coach. We work with you to build a customized plan for your future while helping you address current life challenges. We get to know you and work with you to set short and long-term goals that move you closer to where you want to be. In order to qualify, you must be an out-of-school young adult ages 16 to 24 years old that can identify with at least one of the barriers shown here. If you are interested in signing up for these benefits, please send me an email or reach out to Mrs. Bishop. You can even call our office at 614-221-3398 at extension 100. But due to COVID, we are operating by appointment only. So please make sure that you have an appointment before you head to our offices on Jefferson Avenue. You can also learn more about AMP by visiting their website at jfs.franklincountyOhio.gov/AMP. Again, congratulations, Focus, and remember to follow your passion. It will lead you to your purpose. We look forward to serving you. Goodbye.
Wonderful, wonderful job, guys. You all did a wonderful job. See, students, we are here for you. That's what it's all about. If you can put your hands together, well, you know what? I can't hear you clap. So smash and hit the like button and the hearts and all of that great stuff. And let these people know that you appreciate them for being on today, because this is an awesome deal. And we just appreciate you, students. And we just want you to know that you are not alone. The purpose of this Life After Focus to let you know you don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to come up with all the solutions, and you don't have to be perfect in all things, but you need to have a plan. And these people here are here to help you get that plan together. So you're not alone. At this time, we're going to give away some cash prizes. So please look at the chat box wherever it's going to be, and please pay attention, because we will be asking you questions based off the panelists here today, and at this time we will go from there, and then we will go into our segment 2. So please don't change the dial. Stay in with this watch party, okay? I'm new to a little bit of this social media, but this is fun, right? Panelists, this is awesome, right? Because we are here for you, and you are not alone. So thank you, guys. We appreciate you all. And you know what? Here at Focus Learning Academies, just know that you have a friend indeed with us, the school. We are a safe haven for you guys. If you need anything, let us know. At the Focus Schools, we are here, and you don't have to do this alone. Thank you. All right, welcome, Focus graduate class of 2020. I am Cordia Bishop, your Career and Technical Education Director. We are so excited to have you be a part of our second segment of Life After Focus. We have some phenomenal men. I call them game changers, because game changers don't only come in to change the game, but they come in to be impactful, to be insightful, and to bring skill. Okay, so we're going to have three game changers. We have Mr. Roy Hall, Antonio Smith, and Nate Sally. Okay, let's be excited because this is a watch party. So at this time, first we will have Mr. Antonio Smith, and he is the founder of Clean Enterprises. So you got the floor.
Awesome. Well, good morning. And I don't know what time it actually is right now as you're watching this, but I always open up with good morning, no matter what time of the day it is. Anytime I get the opportunity to be among you all, even from a virtual standpoint, good morning to me is more than just a greeting that we typically say when it's morning. Good morning to me is more like a feeling, right? And one of the best feelings to me is when I wake up, man, first thing in the morning. I climb out of bed, I stretch a little bit, right? The sun is shining, and I just know that it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day today because you all are at this phase and point in your life where you're graduating, you're moving on to the next step, the next phase in your life. And so I hope that you're really, really excited about that. But I want to encourage you, even though you're starting to look at life after focus, I want you to encourage you to stay focused, right? And stay intentional, stay, mentally locked in, and whatever allows you to have your very best day. All right, whatever allows you to be your very best self, I encourage you to kind of tap into that. For me, as I mentioned, I yell good morning randomly throughout the day because I know some days, in some moments, I get low, I get overwhelmed. And when there's a lot of things going on mentally and physically, I have to remind myself how good the day can be if I actually let it. So I yell good morning randomly throughout the day. I encourage you to kind of find out what your good morning is. Maybe it's a picture of a loved one that you keep close to you, right? Maybe it's a scripture or a song that you recite when you're feeling a little bit low. Whatever it is, man, I encourage you to have your good morning and make sure that you're reaching your fullest potential and being your very best every single day. As you mentioned, we talked about game changers, right? And of course, I had an opportunity, as you see behind me, to play football at The Ohio State University and had the opportunity to go on and spend some time in the National Football League. And, one of the things that when we're talking about games, one of the things that I like the best is halftime. Right? Halftime is what I like the best in a game. And not because we get a break and not because you get a chance to go in the locker room and relax a little bit. But the reason why I like halftime so much is you get a chance to do three things. You get a chance to review, reset, and refuel. Review, reset, and refuel. And I know many of you, as you're entering this next phase in your life, are kind of at that halftime mark, if you will, right? You get an opportunity to review the things that you've done in the first part of your life. What has worked well as you've come through the ranks and have moved your way up in the education ladder and, climbing through your teenage years into adulthood. What has worked and what hasn't worked, right? You get an opportunity to review, and then you get a chance to reset, right? Reset yourself. I know some things, may have not went all your way, the right way. Everything in your life hasn't been positive. You certainly may have had some challenges and adversities, but this is an opportunity for you now to reset, right? Reset your way of thinking, reset your position. Maybe I was off just a degree or so, and now it's my opportunity to reset and reposition my feet, reposition the way that in the direction that I'm heading. So I get an opportunity to reset, right? Reset the score. One of the things that we always talk about at halftime when we go back out into the game, right before we leave the locker room, we always say a 0-0. No matter what happened in the first half, we get an opportunity to reset the score at 0-0. We're going into the second half, and as long as we win the second half, we can absolutely go out and win the game. So review, reset, and then the last thing is refuel. Of course, halftime, you get an opportunity to get some water. You get an opportunity to get some Gatorade or some oranges or what have you. I want you to refuel. As you start to look at this next phase in your life, how do you refuel? How do you stay connected, right? Focus Academy maybe has been a great source of education and a great source of connection for you. But now that you're transitioning and moving along, how do you stay connected? Where is your energy source coming from? Where do you plug in to make sure that you have the energy that you're going to need to continue to fight through this game of life, we call it, and continue to reach heights that only people could imagine, right? So go off and do some really, really great things, man, in your life. I'm encouraged, and I'm proud of you guys, and I want you to be encouraged. One of the things that I've had the opportunity to be blessed with is to go out, and I'm an engineer by heart. So by way of education, my background was engineering. I studied engineering at Ohio State, and engineering just teaches you how to solve problems. Just teaches you how to solve problems. And no matter what those problems may be, very, mathematical problems or analytical problems, but engineering teaches you really just how to solve just basic problems. And I'm so thankful for that, because I've been able to use that in so many areas of my life. When I see a problem, I'm trying to find a solution. And so my mission on this earth at this point in time, I wholeheartedly believe my mission is to create and inspire. Okay, to create and inspire, create opportunities, create solutions, create systems, create processes, right? Create things for people to be able to motivate and encourage and inspire them to go out and reach their very best self. So I've had the opportunity to do that in a number of ways. I've had an opportunity to, own and be among a number of businesses and kind of startups, if you will, in this entrepreneurial, type of world. And I just want to kind of give you a couple things on today that hopefully you can take with you. If you are very entrepreneurial in the mind, or you have that spirit to, you want to go out. This generation today is so great, right? Because you have so many great things at your fingertips, technologies and social medias. I mean, you can go out and really do anything you want to do, right? And so I wrote a book several years ago, and this book is titled Waiting to Fail. Waiting to Fail. And maybe we can get a couple books out to you guys if we can figure out how to make that happen. But Waiting to Fail is a book that I wrote several years ago. And in life, there's so many things that we want to do, right? We want to go out and we want to live our life to the fullest. There's so many things that we want to do, but we have this fear of failure that typically keeps us from doing exactly what it is that we want to do, right? Man, we want to go out and we want to further our education, but you know what? I'm a little scared to go to that college or that university or that secondary school because it may be a little challenging. Or maybe, you know what? It's a little far from me. I want to stay close to home. I don't know about going all the way out to California because I'm a little nervous. I'm a little fearful of what that may look like. I want to strengthen some of my relationships with some friends of mine or some family members of mine, but I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little scared. I want to strengthen my relationship with, from a spiritual standpoint, right? But I'm a little hesitant. We all want to do some things. I want to go out and start my business. Man, there's some things that I've been thinking about. I want to be a musician. All these things that we want to do. And I come across so many people in life every single day. They want to do something, but they have this fear of failure. It keeps them from doing what they really want to do. And so I encourage you as you go through, this next phase and into the rest of your lives, you have to, number one, understand you have to get outside your comfort zone. Do not be afraid to fail, right? Failure can certainly be advantageous, right? I think of failure as a stepping stone. In fact, I want to fail. Right? That's why I named the book Waiting to Fail. I'm waiting to fail. I want to fail because when I fail, I know that I'm getting closer to the solution, right? I'm getting closer to the solution. And I just know, hey, that wasn't the right way to do it. Let me figure it out one more time. And so failing for me, I just use as a stepping stone, okay? A stepping stone. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to go out and try things. Don't be afraid to go out and do, okay? Don't be afraid to fail in whatever it is that you want to do. But the second thing I really want to give you guys today is when you think about going out and, you know, potentially being your own boss. Everybody wants to be a boss these days, right? And again, you have the opportunity at your fingertips. Information is endless. You can certainly go out and do that. But everyone talks about being a boss, and I want to own this and I want to do that. And of course, I want to be a CEO. And when I think of the word CEO, oftentimes we look at, you know, positions in companies, and the CEO title is Chief Executive Officer. Well, I want to give you my version of a CEO and what that means, and I want you to apply that and be able to implement that into your life. So when I look at the word CEO, it's actually an equation, okay? It's actually an equation, and C plus E equals O, okay? If you can follow me on that equation, C plus E equals O. And the C is for confidence. The C is for confidence. The E is for effort, okay? And the O is for outcome. So confidence plus effort equals your outcome. Confidence plus effort equals your outcome. That's the CEO equation. You want to be a boss, you want to be a CEO, you want to be a leader, apply that equation to your life. And I'll break it down really quickly. Confidence, okay? We must have this notion of confidence about ourselves, okay? Again, that comes from not being afraid to fail. We have to have confidence, okay, in ourselves. We have to know who we are. We have to be aware of our surroundings. We have to have this level of confidence, okay? When you have this level of confidence, typically it leads to a level of effort, okay? So if you have a high level of confidence, typically that's going to lead to a high level of effort, all right? The more effort you have, well, what do you think the outcome is going to be? All right, typically, if you're putting forth that high level of effort, your outcome is going to be at an all-time high, okay? And then the cycle repeats itself. You get a great outcome. Well, guess what that does to your confidence? It boosts that confidence, which then boosts your effort, which then boosts the outcome. But the reverse is also true, okay? If you have a low sense of confidence about yourself, hey, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, right? I'm not pretty enough, I don't have this self of confidence about myself, well, then your effort typically is gonna follow. Is typically going to follow, okay? Which then going to lead to a lesser outcome. Again, that cycle will continue. A lesser outcome will lead to even more or less of confidence in yourself. So I want you to increase your level of confidence. Listen, in my book, Waiting to Fail, I talked about how so many people told me that I would be nothing. How so many people told me that I would never play football. How so many people told me that I was never going to make it to the NFL. Okay. I used that as a confidence builder. Okay. And I wasn't afraid to fail. So I was going to go out and essentially prove these people wrong. When you think about confidence, I want you to note this. Confidence is not only in your ability to do something, right? So we're very confident if we have the ability to go out and do something and we know that we can do it. All right, if I'm a really good basketball player, I have the confidence that I can play basketball and I can shoot really well. If I'm a really good reader, right, or I'm really good in math, I have confidence in my ability to do that, all right? But what I want you to understand, all right, mark my words, I want you to understand confidence is not only in your ability to do something, but also in your ability to learn to do something, okay? To learn to do something. There's a lot of things that I don't know, and there's a lot of things that you don't know. You should not lack confidence because you don't know it. If you truly believe in yourself wholeheartedly that you can go out and learn it, right? I've never built a house before. I've never built a house before. But if someone gave me $10,000 and said, hey, go out and build a house, figure it out, I guarantee you I'll go to YouTube University, I will Google some stuff, right, and I would figure it out. I would not lack a level of confidence because I know that I can go out and learn and apply myself to figure it out. Does that make sense? So when you start to think about this confidence, not only just in your ability to do something that you already know how to do, but in your ability to learn to do. And again, with these devices, technology makes it really, really easy. We can Google, we can figure it out. If you want to get in technology, go for it. Have the confidence that you can learn it. If you want to get into the financial industry, go for it. If you want to become an entrepreneur, go for it. Have that confidence that you can do it or that you can learn to do it. All right. So the CEO equation, again, have that confidence put forth that maximum effort, and I guarantee you, man, you will get the outcome that you deserve over time. All right. So again, man, I thank you for having me, man. It's always a blessing and an honor to be with you and among you as you enter the next phase. Feel free to stay connected even with me, and I will certainly love to stay connected with you as you enter in your journey, man. I know you're probably tired of hearing me, right? And so what I want to do is get myself out of the way. And I want to bring up, man, one of my really, really good close friends, good guys of mine, a former teammate of mine, who, when you talk about, was a game changer, not only on the field. I mean, this guy made some really, really big plays on the field, knocking guys out left and right, man. One of the best players to do it at The Ohio State University. But most importantly, man, one of the best guys off the field, man, has one of the biggest hearts of gold. Love him to death, man. He's a guy that has a lot of wisdom, all right, and not just talks, but backs it up, man, and has a lot of power and confidence within himself. So please help me welcome, man, my good guy, Mr. Nate Sally.
I appreciate you, Tone. Love it, man. Thanks for that. Give it up. Yeah. Man, I appreciate that, man. That means a ton. The feeling's mutual with everyone on this call and on this video, man. So extremely honored to be here and excited to be sharing with the Focus Academy right now. And just kind of give you a quick rundown of my story. I'm born and raised Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I attended St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Obviously went to Ohio State, was fortunate to play football and basketball there my freshman year. And I was a 3-year starter on the football team. We were a national championship team there. And then was fortunate to be a captain there my senior year as well. And then went on from there to get drafted to the Carolina Panthers in 2006. Had a 4-year stint in NFL. Couldn't quite stay healthy. These knees, just wouldn't hold up for me. So I had to hang it up. I went in corporate America, where I've been for 9 years now as a corporate recruiter. But 2 years ago, I actually started my own business and went the entrepreneurial route, similar to what Antonio was talking about. And I began my own business, which is Audible Coaching and Consulting, which focuses on helping students, athletes, and professionals find fulfillment in their lives, all through motivational speaking, life coaching, and mentorship. So, the Driven guys, those are my brothers. They've been mentors for me, and I wouldn't be here where I am and have this logo on this shirt without conversations I had with Antonio and with Roy. So, as we go forward, don't forget to keep people around you that are aligned with who you believe you are, who you were put on this earth to be, because you need that help and that support as you're going through. So that's just a brief rundown of my story. I love writing. I love writing music. I do a little something. So, if things go well here towards the end, I might spit a little something at the end, let y'all know what I'm working with a little bit. So we'll do that. But today I want to speak to you all about purpose, right? And I want to speak to you all about the 3 steps to walking in your purpose. Once again, the 3 steps to walking in your purpose. And I say your purpose because there are a lot of different things out there that we're all capable of doing. Like Antonio said, he can build a house, but that's probably not within his purpose. That's not what he was put here to do. He might be able to do a great job at it, but is it tied to who he is as a person and to his purpose? We're not sure, right? And hopefully we don't have to find that out. So as I think about purpose, I want to start with a question. And I know I can't see your hands right now. I wish I could, but I want to ask the question, who in here, who on this video, who's watching this right now believes that they can change their lives forever by the simple decisions and making the right decisions right now in their life? Who believes that? There we go. I know everyone has their hand up, and I know I have mine up because that occurred for me in the 7th grade. 7th grade, my entire life changed forever. And I always let people know 7th grade changed my life, man. It really did. And people think, yeah, what did you do in the 7th grade? For me, I attended my first graduation in 7th grade. So I came from a family where I had, 2 older siblings. My brother was 12 years older than me. My sister's 6 years older than me. And unfortunately, both of them did not graduate from high school. So I didn't get to attend a real graduation until I was in the 7th grade. And I had an uncle that came over to America from the Bahamas. He had a job, had a wife, had a kid, and he graduated number 2 in his class. And me going to that graduation and seeing him walk across that stage, for whatever reason, something lit up in me and said, that's for you. You're going to college. And from that moment forward, we got home. He went to college in Raleigh, North Carolina. We got home. I tell my mom and dad, I said, hey, Raleigh seems like a cool place. North Carolina has a sweet basketball team. I love hooping. They have some nice colors too. Let's paint my room Carolina blue. I want to wake up every day and see my dream when I wake up and what I'm working for every single day. And my room is still Carolina blue to this day when I go home. As a 7th grader, I went to my principal. So somehow I knew that my principal was Michael Irvin's uncle. Why is that important? Michael Irvin went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School. And St. Thomas Aquinas just so happened to be the school that was close to me. It's a private school. Not a lot of people in my neighborhood went there, but I would always hear the band playing. And you always hear, games and people getting rowdy. And you would always hear that they sent kids to college. And at the end of the day, that's all I cared about. Because I said, I'm going to college. That's my purpose. That's my drive and determination. I need to get into that school because they send kids to college. So I go to my principal as a 7th grader and I said, hey, Mr. Dudley, I heard the head coach over at St. Thomas Aquinas, and I heard they send kids to college. I need you to help me get in there because I'm going to college. So that decision is one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason, that I'm here in front of you right now, and that I was able to, witness and experience the things that Antonio mentioned prior to me beginning this speech. Is 7th grade changed my life. Me making that decision and believing in myself in that moment changed my life forever. So the 3 steps that I want to speak to you about and what kind of led me to being here right here in front of you today are, first off, you got to know who you are, right? You have to know who you are. For me, I grew up in an area, as I told you, both siblings didn't graduate from high school. Both siblings had kids at the age of 16. My mom had my oldest brother at the age of 16. So when I was growing up, like, that was normal. That was normal. In my neighborhood, people sold drugs. And I go home now, and buddies are still selling drugs. People that I grew up with and played ball with. People that I lived up the street from, they're in jail for murder. Like, it's that serious where I come from. That was normal. But for me, for whatever reason, I never believed that that was for me. I always believed that I was put on this earth for more, and I knew who I was. So when it came to me attending that graduation, it was easy for me to spot what was for me, right? I knew that stuff was not for me. But when I saw my uncle walk across that stage, all right, that's something different. That's special. That's for me. I'm going for that. That's my dream for the rest of my life. I'm going to college. Like, that's my big thing that I'm working towards. So you have to know who you are, right? Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. We all have heard that, right? And if you don't stand for something as far as who you are, you'll go after anything that looks shiny, right? If it looks great, oh, that's a nice house. Oh, that's a nice car. Let me go for that. But if you don't have any purpose and understanding who you are in the midst of it, you'll be lost, right? So understand who you are. That's the first step. The second step, you have to know your purpose. You have to know your why. If your why is strong enough, the how will come. I'll say that again. If your why is strong enough, the how will come. If your why is strong enough, you'll figure out a way to get things done. So for me, my why was I had nieces and nephews, cousins, family members, people in my neighborhood where I come from that needed to see what success looks like and needed to see that, hey, me doing negative things is not what's right? And we need to, there's opportunity for me out here. So that was my drive and my determination. It was much bigger than me. So on those days when I was working hard, on the football field, on the basketball court, when I was studying my tail off for tests, like that was me understanding my purpose and overcoming and finding out how to make that purpose come to fruition someday. So when your why is strong enough, the how will come. And last but not least, how we, one of the steps to walking in your purpose is you got to trust both, right? And so we understand who we are, first and foremost. We understand what our purpose is. And last but not least, we got to trust both. And trust is an action. Faith is an action, right? You can't trust from the sideline. Like, I could have said, hey, I trust that I was put on this earth to go to college and to, go to Ohio State and make it to the league someday. I can trust that all I want. Or I can believe that all I want and think that that's what's for me. But until I put it into action and actually take my butt into the classroom and work hard and go out and run gassers and put forth the effort, until I do that, all that stuff is not going to happen. So there are enough graveyards filled with amazing ideas that could have changed the world and changed our lives right now. But the individuals that had those amazing ideas were afraid to act on them. They didn't really trust it. They just thought that it was there, right? So we have to trust both. Know who you are. Know your purpose, trust both, all right? And as I wrap up, I recently have been, experiencing some life-changing things in the process of teaching my son how to ride his bike, which is something very simple, right? But I've really learned some life lessons as I'm teaching my son to ride his bike. And it's funny because as I think of this and we think about life after focus, right? You all are about to go into the real world, right? You all are about to take the training wheels off and you're about to start riding this bike in life. So as I'm going through it, there are a couple things that came to mind. The first thing was, it's all about our focus, right? We have to keep our focus. You have to keep your focus. Because as I'm teaching my son how to ride his bike, one thing he was having an issue with, he's riding his bike and he keeps his heels on the front of the pedal. So every time he picks up speed, his foot would like slide off and he's like about to crash. He had one instance where he's diving off the bike into the grass, like all dramatic. It was crazy. It was a major scene. But in the process, I keep my eyes on him and I see him while he's on the bike and I tell him, I say, hey, put your feet more on the pedal, more sturdy, and then you can pick up speed and you'll be good. The next time he gets on, he's looking down now, looking down at his feet to make sure his feet are right. And then what happens? He veers off, he crashes again. And I say, hey man, like, what are you focused on? What are you looking at? You're looking down and that's where you end up, on the ground, right? So you need to look at what you're trying to get to. So that's the same thing for us and for you all as you're leaving Focus Academy. As Antonio mentioned, you got to stay focused, but you got to understand what is your focus? Where are your eyes? He was also, there was a car parked on the side of the road and he would, ride his bike. And as he's riding, he would start zoning in on his car. And what happened? He eventually started veering over to the car and I'm running with it. I'm like, hey, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? He straightens up, bike straightens up, and he goes straight and narrow. So keep your focus. That's the big thing. And ultimately, life after focus will be whatever you focus on, right? Don't forget that. Life after Focus Academy is going to be whatever you decide to focus on. So put your time, your effort, your energy into that purpose that we discussed earlier. And that's how you will, get one step closer to attaining that goal down the line as you stay the course. Last but not least, keep your focus. Obviously, was a lesson we learned from my son's bicycle lesson. But more importantly, keep pedaling, right? So as I was teaching my son to ride his bike, he would do great. Well, he was really scared at first. Then he got better as long as I stayed close to him. But then as he started to pick up, some confidence, I let him go and do his thing. And he would get nervous and freak out, and he stopped pedaling. So the moment you stop pedaling, you lose your momentum, you lose your balance, and what do? You're guaranteed to fall. So I would keep telling him whenever he starts slowing down, keep pedaling, keep pedaling, keep pedaling. It's the same thing for us in our lives, right? Keep pedaling. No matter what you're going through, no matter what challenges may come your way, because that's one thing. If I can't guarantee anything else for you leaving this video and getting a chance to watch this, I want you to understand, after you leave Focus, one thing that's definitely after Focus is challenge and some trials and some tribulations. You're going to go through it. We all do. But that's you getting skin in the game, right? When I said you can't trust from the sideline, we couldn't trust from the sideline. We got in, we have bruises to show. We have surgery, things of that nature. It happens, but you have to embrace that. So you have to keep pedaling no matter what. So like I said, keep pedaling. It keeps you upright, keeps you balanced, and most importantly, it keeps you moving forward, all right? And then as you do these things and you know who you are, you know your purpose, you trust both, you keep your focus, and you keep pedaling, as you do that, you're building an amazing legacy for yourself. And you're living a life that's going to outlive you someday. And you're going to change lives that you've never even seen before. And that's what life is all about. That's what we're here for. Like the fact that Roy, Antonio, myself, the fact that we play ball at Ohio State, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean anything. There's going to be somebody else that's a better player than us, that has better stats than us. So that does not matter. What matters is the lives that we impact and the difference that we make. So I want you all to think about legacy. And that's what my poem/song is all about. I want to share really quick before I wrap up. It's called Legacy, all right? So just trying to make an impact. As a matter of fact, juggle life responsibly as we wear multiple hats. I'm trying to live a life that's greater than finances and stats. Me advancing won't distract or push integrity back. Because we fight for what is needed, won't push integrity back. Sorry, I'll start over. All right, sorry, y'all. Trying to make an impact. As a matter of fact, juggle life responsibly as we wear multiple hats. I'm trying to live a life that's greater than finances and stats. Me advancing won't distract or push integrity back. Because we know just what is needed, although we live conceited. Life is like an open book, but we're declining to read it. Every answer lies within it, but them lies deep within us causes us to live offensively in need of defenders because we fight for what we want as we neglect what we need. Disrespect our goals and dreams, infect our family trees for years to come. My tears evaporate when your name is mentioned. Grateful you gave life for me to live in constant provision. When the choice is right or wrong, I pray for righteous decisions. To incorporate your wisdom, see the world through your vision for what it's worth. I know I don't deserve to serve as your tenant, so my rent is in integrity and humble repentance for what it's worth. It's humble repentance. Now what I do, they may or may not see. To me, there's no difference because the only one who can't judge me delivers deliverance. In an instance with efficiency, then that the big catch is just a fraud. Oh my goodness, Nate, I'm sorry. That with a fit, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, all right. With efficiency, in an instance with efficiency, then that the big catch is all a fraud, a pointless event, because we're quick to show facades what we think people will see as noble acts until our acts are faced with reality. The you who shows up in a crowd should be the same when alone, because when we build on fake foundations, we make fraudulent homes. Living in a glass house because I refuse to throw stones, because emotions can be fragile as a clavicle bone. There's a lot that's on my shoulders, but this load I will carry with integrity. Our legacy will be legendary. Legacy, yes. Thank y'all, man. Once again, I'm Nate Sally, the Audible Coach. Thank you for your time. And I just want y'all to never forget, be encouraged. God loves you. Dream out loud. And we'll move on to Roy. A lot going on in my head right now, man. Sorry, y'all.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. You guys, where you at? Give it up for Nate, Sally.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys, and thank you, Nate, for that. Coach Antonio Smith, great job going over the CEO piece. And I'm so thankful to be here like all the coaches are. We're excited for you all and what you got going and where you're going to be going. And it's just straight to the top for you guys if you keep pursuing, keep pushing, and understand your purpose. I can remember being at Ohio State, and it was my junior year, and we were having the spring practice at the Ohio Stadium. The shoe is what we call it. And, we're going through our normal drills. And that particular day, we had a new position, a new person playing a new position. And it was a former kicker. And we needed some help on the scout team. We needed some help getting some more reps on the scout team. And some people say, well, what's the scout team? It's actually the team that gets the defense prepared for the games. And so they really don't get a chance to get into the games like that for the most part. But it's usually younger guys, and they have to play different positions and do whatever it takes to make sure the team wins. And on this particular day, in this particular spring, we had a position change. And one of the kickers went from being a kicker, just punting and kicking, not really getting hit that much, to playing wide receiver for The Ohio State University. And if you know anything about a position change, once you get to college, that's kind of, for the most part, what you're going to do. And this guy was so athletic. He used to play receiver and quarterback and some other positions when he was in high school. And on that day, our coach, Jim Tressel, said, you know what? Hey, would you mind switching some positions? Would you mind doing some things a little bit different to help our team out? You can still kick, but I need you to play this receiver position. Without a doubt, he went ahead and he did it. And we're in spring practice, and he's actually coming along, and he's asking guys like myself, hey, how do I run this route? How do I do this? Do I look okay? I know this is my first week. Can you guys help me out? Stay after practice, help me learn the playbook, doing everything that you could possibly do as a good teammate. Well, he gets out there the next day at practice, and he's running his routes, and we get into 7-on-7, which is when there's 7 offensive players and 7 defensive players. We then transition into the team aspect, where there's 11-on-11, 11 guys on offense, 11 guys on defense, and they're still tackling and wide open hitting. And he runs a 15-yard in route. Just imagine running straight as fast as you can, stopping on a dime and making a left-hand turn, and the quarterback throwing you the ball. He runs his route, goes 15 yards, gets to his 15, puts his foot in the ground, turns left, looks up, big eye, wide eyes, right? The ball's coming in fast. He catches the ball, right? And at that same moment, there's a collision, all right? And there's a defender coming the opposite way, one of those big-time hits, right? He goes down on the ground. Usually when there's a big hit like that, everybody's like, ooh, right? And we heard that. But then it got silent because this gentleman didn't move. And so immediately the trainers rush over to him, and they're standing over top of him, and they're trying to figure out what's going on, and he's not moving. And a lot of times they don't like to move you when you're not moving because it could be a neck injury, and they don't want to risk hurting you. But these are professionals, and so they figured it out. But I remember it's clear as day hearing 3 or 4 people saying, is he breathing? Check to see if he's breathing. And they figured out that he was still breathing. They rolled him over, but he was still somewhat unconscious. Once they got him to open his eyes, he said he couldn't move his arms. He said he couldn't move his legs. Now, we didn't know that at the time, but we got the information. See, this gentleman ended up going to the hospital, having emergency surgery, and found out that he was pretty much paralyzed from the neck down. This was a sophomore in college who was a kicker who moved to receiver to be a better teammate, and something that he couldn't control happened. And he lost movement in his hands, his arms, his legs, everything that he had been working for gone because he changed his position and just really wanted to be better. Now, Tyson didn't know then what I know about him now, and what he knows about himself now is that that accident and that moment in time changed his life forever, but changed it for the good, because what he's been able to do over the last 15 years, 16 years, is to develop a nonprofit organization that actually helps individuals that are going through exactly what he went through. See, he didn't give up. He understood that he had a life that he still could live. And even though things didn't go exactly the way that he wanted to, and tragedy did strike, he was still able to use his life to make a difference. I fast forward to the power of what it means to breathe, to what's going on today. And what's going on today, we all know that George Floyd was murdered by a police officer, and his life was taken. And when they lay out the dialogue on exactly what happened, one of the things that we know that he said is, I can't breathe. And when I remember them asking if Tyson was breathing, like why it was such a big deal, they wanted to know if he was alive. When George Floyd was saying, I can't breathe, he also was letting you know that he was alive then, but he could feel his life being lost. And so as I talk to you guys, and as you listen to Coach Nate and listen to Coach Smith, I want you guys right now to inhale and exhale. I want you to inhale, and I want you to exhale. I want you to do it one more time. Inhale. I want you to exhale. I want you to put your hand over your heart, and I want you to feel the life that's pumping in and out of your body. As long as that heart is beating, you got life, and you got a life to live. As long as you can feel yourself breathing, that means that you're breathing, your lungs and your heart are all working together. Some days you don't feel like it's a great day. Sometimes you don't feel like you've gotten what you deserve. Some days you feel like you want to quit. But the one thing that Tyson Gentry realized is that I still have breath in my body, so I can live my life. I can make a difference. The difference between Tyson Gentry and them finding him breathing and the fact that George Floyd said, I can't breathe, is he ended up passing away. So he can't breathe and he couldn't breathe. But guess what? You can. You can still breathe. You can breathe today. That means you can live today. That means you can keep going today. That means you can make a difference today. That means you can impact the world today. That means you can change the world today because you can breathe. George Floyd can't. Never take this moment and any moment for granted. Never take anything that you do and any moment that you're in and an opportunity to get better for granted. See, every single day is a gift. We know that tomorrow's not promised. The value of today, if tomorrow never comes, is priceless. The value of today, if tomorrow never comes, is absolutely priceless. So you got to make the most out of it. You got to make the most out of every single moment of your life. You are extremely valuable, as was he. But don't make the mistake that a lot of young people make in thinking that they have tomorrow, that they can make a difference, and thinking that they have every single day to make a difference, and thinking that they have all the time and they'll live to their 85 years old, because that's not true. See, Tyson Gentry was blessed. Yes, he can breathe, but he can't move his arms and can't move his legs. I would imagine that everybody's watching this right now, at least for the most part, can breathe. And if you can breathe, you can make a difference. Everything that these gentlemen have said to you has been a big deal. Everything, every equation, every rap, every piece of showing their talent, everything that they've given you today is so true. But none of that stuff matters if you're not understanding the value of the life that you have. Young black males and African Americans, not even young black males, African Americans are 3 times more likely to be killed by the police than white. That's something that you can't control. So we don't know where it's going to come from. I have family members, as you do, have passed away from diseases and cancer that it came out of nowhere, and doctor said they had 4 months and they were gone in 4 weeks. And so as you guys congratulate each other and huddle around your parents and give them high fives, and everybody's so thankful that you guys finally made it. I'm happy that you guys made it. I'm so excited that you guys made it. But every single day that you walk on this earth, make sure when you breathe in and out, it's not just taking up space and taking up air, but when you exhale and you inhale and you exhale, it better motivate you to be the change that you want to see in this world. Everybody wants to know what the solution is going to be. It's probably about 375 million of them that have to come together. It's approximately how many people are in the United States. So as you guys continue to go on your journey, I just want to encourage you to every moment that you get an opportunity to, and when you're feeling down and you're feeling like you want to quit and you're feeling like you don't want to go on and you're feeling like you don't know what to do, just stop and breathe. Hope you guys have an amazing time. Continue with the good work, and I know we'll see you guys at the top real soon.
Wow, my goodness. Students, listen, focus graduates, powerful. Didn't I tell you these guys are game changers? Okay, game changers. Not just talking about it. We talked about the CEO equation from Antonio. My God, that was just so powerful, so powerful. We talked about Nate here talking about walking in your purpose, students. Know your why. And man, Roy Hall just knocked it out the park, put it in the end zone, threw it up, tossed it back, and still we breathing, okay? Make a moment, take the time to just breathe. Listen within and know that you can do this. And you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself, students. We're here for you. We're here with you. I want you to stay connected, stay motivated, stay safe. Remember, you're just not alone. We're here with you. The Focus Learning Academies, and we just thank you guys for being a part of this awesome Zoom. So I appreciate all of you guys, my game changers, for just making this impact for our students. And students, please know that you can do all things. You can do all things. Whatever you put your mind to do, you can do. I'm not a coach, but I'm telling you, I can't rap it out and spit game to you like it, but I'm telling you, you can do it. Life after Focus is going to get better for you. So stay strong, stay positive, stay connected, and just know you're not by yourself. And here at Focus Learning Academies, we're here for you. Our community partners, these wonderful game changers are here for you, and we do appreciate you. So stay strong. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You did it with all your hard work, your dedication, and your patience. You made it through. So we congratulate you, we love you, and we appreciate you. And just keep doing what you're doing and just be game changers. Make an impact, help your brother, help your sister, because we are our sisters and our brothers' keepers.